Dan Oosterhous graduated from the academy in 1993, and he admits it was the sport of tennis that afforded him the opportunity to attend. Growing up in a tennis family, he gained knowledge of the academy at the age of 9 when his mom and dad stopped the crew here on a family trip.
Yeah, that picture is up on my fridge still, and that's what started it, was him kind of planting that seed when I was 9 years old of what it would be like to, work, be in the military. He worked for the government. He was an FBI agent, so he knew, what serving your country meant and the value of, service. And I think it was just something I learned about from him.
That image stayed with him for the next decade as he excelled on the high school courts of Texarkana, Texas. And it wasn't long before another father figure was teaching him more great lessons.
Coach Gugat was an everyday figure in my life that really kept me grounded to this place, and kept things from being too stressful. And also, because when you came to practice, you could forget about all the things that were going on as a cadet. And I do remember that. And he would never take things too seriously. And he had this sense of humor that allowed you, to kind of just relax.
He quickly relaxed and became a standout. He played at the all-conference level at #1 doubles for all 4 of his seasons and was also #1 singles his last 3 years. He compiled 113 singles wins and led a remarkable team to a 25-2 record as co-captain his senior year. Then, while waiting for pilot training as a young lieutenant, he caught the coaching bug.
That year was an amazing experience for me as a lieutenant, to get to see what the cadets go through from a different perspective and get to work with them and coach. And that really put the bug in me. Was a goal then became to be able to come and work right behind Coach Gugat when he was ready to retire.
So coaching had to wait, but his career didn't. He rose to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel with 3,100 hours in C5, C21, and T53 over a 21-year Air Force career.
I loved the mission planning aspect of airlift, and I went overseas a lot to do all our contingency operations to move stuff in and out of the theater in the Middle East. I love that. And but I always knew that I wanted to come back and work at the academy. I just didn't know how it was going to happen.
In 2010, his dream came true as he became head coach at his alma mater, replacing Rich Gugat. He led the Falcons to 148 wins over 14 seasons, but not all was rosy, as in 2013 he suffered a pair of strokes, limiting his movement and forcing him to coach in very different ways.
I do remember waking up in the hospital after the second one and knowing that I had made it through, and just saw it as a challenge. I just saw, hey, I can't move these parts of my body, but it's a challenge to me to make it happen. And I tried to learn everything I could from every doctor, every therapist, every PT session I had. I wanted to just recover and get back on the court coaching, get back. I had 3 teenager kids. My kids were teenagers at the time, and they were active, and I wanted to get up and be active for them and be their dad. And I had so much motivation to get better.
Oosterhous eventually overcame every challenge he faced, medaling several times in adaptive sports and continuing to coach until 2023, when he moved to Associate Athletic Director for recruiting, where he continues to impact the lives of cadet athletes. A life's call he saw all come to fruition his final season as coach, in one moment at the inter-service match against Navy on a national stage that he helped cultivate.
We were all on the court. We had a flyover that was done by one of my team captains, Matt Galvin from 2020. And I remember the anthem, just being able to stand there and watch one of my guys fly overhead and then look around and see all our cadets. And I knew in that moment that no matter what happened, it was going to be okay. I had done a really good job of getting the team to that point. And, it was moments like that I really, really enjoyed as a coach.